Hey, this is Kim, and I am looking at the high school social media unit from some of my classmates here at Boise State. And I'm starting out with the rubric, and I'm going to toggle back and forth between that and their unit that they created on Schoology. So, the first thing on the rubric is course description, objectives, and expectations. Oh, and that follows the platform choice. I have to say that I use Schoology at my own high school where I teach, and I love it. So I cannot be more pleased with the platform choice. I know that the way that you can organize things on Schoology, as well as the way that kids can submit assignments, they can get more information, you can post videos. There are just great things that you can do with that. So Schoology is awesome, and the way that you guys put this together is very cool too. So in the course introduction and resources, you have everything that you are supposed to have. There is the actual introduction to the course, which has your description, your objectives, your learning outcomes, which are really great for what you want these students to walk away with for this. I love how you have included the ad, and also your guidelines are very nice. I wondered if these guidelines were specific to just the class or if they were also the school guidelines. I didn't know if you needed to have the school guidelines on there as well. I personally have an administrator who likes to have the school guideline stuff everywhere. But that was just a question that I had as I was looking through. If we go back to the folder, we can see you put instructor information, which a lot of people did not do. It was not in the requirement for the rubric, but it's awesome that you put it in there, and there's a lot of good information. Your Schoology resources was a great thing to do because a lot of times on a platform, kids don't know what they're doing. The overview of the social media accounts was a really good thing because you are supposed to have 6 of them, and you have your ones listed here. You can see that you actually have more than 6, well, counting Schoology, which is your platform for communication and everything. But you put why you're using them and how they're beneficial to the course, which is exactly what you needed to do in the rubric. So excellent job on that. You have student interaction and monitoring, which is also something that was on the rubric. And this looks really good. I think you've thought it through. And then you have a rubric for the assignments, which is a little bit general, but I'm assuming that that's because there could be many teachers using this, and they might want to mold it to their own needs for whatever the assignments are. Or maybe not. Maybe it's just going to be that simple. And that's okay too. So the first folder on course introduction and resources was really, really well done. Had a lot of extra stuff in there, including video resources on the Schoology site that I think would be really beneficial to students. So I think this is great. If I go back to the other folders, you can see that we've got the learning activities in here. So I'm just going to quickly look through the learning activities. You've got an overview, which gives you the instructions. So it talks about like what the different assignments within that learning activity are, what the kids need to do, mentions the course hashtag, and I love that they create an avatar instead of using pictures of themselves. It's got all the instructions for setup, so that's really awesome. And then learning activity 2 about social media policies and netiquette. I love that they're creating an actual video and reading and learning about good netiquette. I just like this whole unit overall. I mean, I teach high school, so I know that these are learning activities that the kids would really get into, and they're nicely planned. So I don't have really anything to say when looking at the rubric here that you didn't do. You did an excellent job on the content and the inclusion of the social media. Your student interaction is clear and has procedures in there. Your way to make announcements and all that is through Schoology, which is an awesome platform to use and has everything that you need. And you described some sample learning activities that had awesome assignments. So I would give you 150 out of 150 on this. I think that you went above and beyond what was necessary, and I would definitely use this unit in a class.